Hi everyone, this is Susie from Minnesota Zone 4, and I thought I'd take you on a little tour of my vegetable garden. It's the end of June, and I thought I'd show you what everything looks like. Our temps have been, I'm not going to say cold, but in the high 70s, kind of low 80s, but we haven't had the humidity like we normally do, although that's about to change, because today is going to be about mid 80s, and the humidity is already here. We've had rain on and off for the last week. I'd say we've had about 3 inches of rain. And then I think they're talking the weekend is going to be here in the 90s. So I just thought I'd show you what things look like now and then what happens when the heat sets in. So let's get this tour started. This right here is my Sure Thing zucchini. That looks gorgeous. That is just amazing. I can't wait to see what it does when the heat gets here. Hopefully everything has a good root system. This is the scallop squash or patty pan. That one looks really good too, nice and green. I have these planted in my sunflower garden just because I had the room for these. Where I grow my other vegetables, I'm running out of room. I wish I had a little bit more. And this one is a winter squash, and it's Table King bush squash. Looks good, a little tiny, but we'll see what happens. I've thinned them. I'm hoping I made the right choices. I just thought I'd show you this real quick. Isn't that gorgeous? The morning glory bloom here. And then, that's how big the flower is. That is absolutely gorgeous. In the front here, I have French breakfast radishes, which all look like they're about ready to harvest. I was going to do a video last week, but first I was having problems with my computer, and then I was having problems with my video camera, so a lot of things working against me. But I will be harvesting all of these today. I don't think I'm going to replant radishes at this point, just because the heat's coming. I have lots of peppers in here. I'm not really great at growing peppers. My dad could grow peppers, something fierce, but they've just been sitting there. I'm just going to leave them. I think I might just maybe clip off some of the peppers here. Oops, right there. And see what happens. But otherwise, all these marigolds were started by seed from me. This is Tangerine Gem. They're gorgeous. I love this. I think I'll always grow this. And then I have a lemon gem over here. I'm thinking where I have my calendula, I might do this next year. I just like the foliage and the daintiness. Still waiting to see how I feel about the calendula. It's been a lot of problems for me, more so with the wildlife. This is my Aunt Molly's ground cherry. It's doing better. I only have one in here, which is good. Last year I had planted 3. That was way too many. And you can see it doesn't get overly tall. I would say at some point it'll probably be about 3 feet tall maybe, but it kind of goes out. It's doing okay. It does have some ground cherries on. Self seeds like something fierce, and I will show you that. In this garden here, I have more radishes, but this is a watermelon radish. Nothing yet. It's got really nice foliage. So far, I'm not seeing a whole lot of flea beetle damage. I usually have issues with that. The watermelon radish takes about 60 days, whereas a French breakfast takes around 25 to 30. These are my purple teepee beans. I thought they were bush. I'm thinking they're not, because if you can see, if it's showing up on camera, I'm glad it's a little cloudy today. It's twining around, and it's got a different feel, like a sticky feel, that it wants to latch onto something. So I'm going to have to figure something out, because I was expecting all of this to be bush. I'll have to look it up. I think I just was, I don't know, I think I just like the way that they grow. Thought I'd give it a whirl, but see what happens. I'm thinking that might be a flower. They've been doing pretty good, but they're definitely going to like this heat coming. And this row here, and here I have dragon tongue beans. And again, I thought they were bush. I think I just liked the picture and got it, because I had to put this here, and it's climbing. So I have a lot of bamboo, so I think I'm going to set something up for all of these and see what happens. I'm not worried, because at some point my peas will be done. I'm just starting to get a flower here. And then this garden can be mainly beans, and it can just take over. Sometimes I just grow vegetables based on names and looks. I have some holes in these leaves. They're almost too perfect. I'm wondering if this is like your leaf cutter bees. That'd be kind of cool. And these peas only get about 24 inches tall. They said that you didn't really need any support, but they're peas. I give them support. Back here I have a delicata squash. I hope they do good. I usually get the vine borer. I do have some squash bug traps and some, the cucumber beetle, whichever one that is. I have some traps. I'm not setting out now because I haven't seen them. And they're only good for 30 days, so I don't want to waste it. And here I have, this is a Tivoli hybrid squash, and I want to say it's a type of a spaghetti squash. Don't quote me on that, but I think I wanted to find something a little more compact. But they're doing pretty good. I'm just going to swing you over here. Rhubarb's looking fantastic. I had harvested some, so I've got a lot more coming in. You can see. Oh yeah, it's definitely ready for another harvest. Got some dead leaves I have to take care of, but this has been amazing. I'm trying to figure out, let's go this way. We'll come around to the back after. My marigolds have just been taken off something fierce. Again, this is just gorgeous. Even just the foliage, I love it. Okay, so in this bed, I'm trying to find my marker. Oh, maybe this is it right here. Stuck way down in the... And this is a mango hybrid. This looks pretty good. Nice and green. I'm happy about the color of the foliage right now. When things start to look a little too yellow, we've had a lot of rain, so it would not surprise me. So both of these are the mango hybrid. You can see some spotting here. So we'll see what happens. Just worry about things rotting. More watermelon radishes. They look really, really good. I can't wait to see what they're like. Zinnias look amazing. And the cosmos. I really like how this is looking. I've seen lots of butterflies. I'm not sure what kind it is. Definitely, it's not monarchs or swallowtails. It's a little smaller. Let's see if I can find one. I just love these colors. Very vibrant. My asparagus. I do have to be careful. People keep stepping on it. I keep stepping on it. But I'm thinking maybe when this is done for this season, I might plant it back there. Just kind of tuck it away into a corner. See what happens. I think I'm going to have a hard time digging it out. They've got such an extensive root system. And then in here I have 3 of them planted. And they're called the watermelon hybrid. And I'm a little concerned about these brown spots. But I'm hoping this new growth is better. I worry more about the stem than the leaves at this point. Looking okay, but definitely new for me this year. Yeah, we'll start back here. Tomatoes have put on a tremendous amount of growth. They're just huge, especially in the weather that we've had. So you can see that's the top of my cage. I've been getting rid of a lot of the suckers. Some I let go. Like this one I'll probably do right here at some point, but I've been trimming up the bottom, you can see, just to keep the leaves off the ground. So far so good. And then here I have another delicata squash. I have ants in here. They came back. They are not nice. I went to thin this, and there was an ant on one of the leaves, and it bit me. Pinched me, it hurt. So they definitely are aggressive. Big black ants. You can see I have some tomatoes on. This is the Rapunzel. A lot of times with my tomatoes, I'm very careful about it, not too rough, but I'll just go by and I'll kind of tap the cages just to have that pollen fall, help pollinate everything. I'm not sure if you guys do that. You can see I have flowers on here, on there. I suppose I should tell you the kinds. That would help, right? This one is Sun Sugar, a cherry tomato. I've never grown that one before. I can't wait to see what that tastes like. Eggplant. This one and this one is Rosa Bianca. They take a long time to mature, so let's see. That might be a flower in there. Right there. And this little eggplant here, it's called Patio Baby. The flowers are just gorgeous. But if you can see down here, I already have one on. I don't think they get a whole lot bigger than that, but I'll just leave it and see what happens. But yeah, Olive got a lot. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. I'll figure something out. And then this is what I mean by ground cherries self-seeding. Look at this. This is all ground cherries. And I think I pulled out thousands and thousands. So you can see in here with my cucumbers, I have to be careful when I'm weeding it, just so I don't pull my cucumbers. They also seeded into the mulch here. All of that is little teeny tiny ground cherry. It's funny how when you're trying to grow the one over there, and it's doing okay. It's just taken forever, but yet you can have all these other ones that self-seed and mulch. And if I would let it, I'm sure they'd form some pretty nice plants. Yeah, so all over. But last year I had so many ground cherries. 3 plants, way too much for one person. More radishes here, French breakfast. Can't wait. Should just pull one out. Isn't that gorgeous? Alright, I'll have to come back with a basket. But what's nice is once I harvest all of these, I can then weed in here. And then I'll probably just let that area go for a little bit, let the cucumbers take over. Hopefully they take over. You can see I have a cucumber, how to get to this side, way in there. So once I take out the radishes, I'll have more room, more sunlight. One over there. Was thinking about maybe leaving one more, but this is a 4x4 area. I think that's decent. I am trying to do that with this one. I'm leaving 3. They're about a foot apart. So I planted leeks. We've had so much rain, it just filled in all the holes pretty much. So first year for growing leeks. They definitely look better. When I first planted them, they looked really tough. I think it's called Blue Solaise, S-O-L-A-I-S-E. It says they take a long time to mature, but as the weather gets colder, the leaves get more blue. This is a tomato that I started from seed. This is called Cherry Falls. Look at that cluster of tomatoes. Just gorgeous. I gotta get in here and trim up some of the leaves on the bottom here. But more flowers there, there. So far, very prolific. I'm very happy with this one. I swear every day I have to do this a number of times. It just puts on so much growth. Cherokee Purple. This tour is being done in the morning. I like to do most of my tours in the morning just because of it's a little more quieter, cooler, and it's not quite so sunny over here. I would say in about an hour this is going to just be blazing hot sun. And this one here is Kellogg's Breakfast. This is Hungarian Heart. Never grown this one or Kellogg's Breakfast. And is it Dr. Whitecheese? This one I had extra, so I just put it in a grow bag here. I have to trim that up on the bottom. So far, I don't have any signs of blight or yellowing or browning. Very happy this year. I think this is a sweet 100. And then here, I really wanted to show you because they had a flower blooming. And it was absolutely gorgeous. It's a member of the hibiscus family, and you can definitely tell with the flowers. It's too bad. But this is a baby Bubba okra. Figure if I don't like the flavor of it, I can at least grow it for the flowers. Cheap. My sister's lemon tree. I'm looking at this right here. This is new. I'm wondering if that's a flower. I don't know. I said I may get it looking nice by the end of the season, but you still got to bring it in, and that transition is what really does a number on it. So the leaves fall, it does set flower, but they don't last long. And here I have more cucumbers, just in some grow bags here. Can't wait to see what these look like once the heat comes. You can see I have some holes in them. Thinking that might be flea beetle damage, but so I have 3 different varieties. Lunchbox hybrid, and this is Suyo Long, and I'm growing a weed. And then this is Summer Dance Hybrid. And I figured they definitely have more than enough room to grow, so I left a number of them in there, 3 in each one. Over here are my Kajari melons. I have 3 in here. I think I'm just gonna, there we go. That one was looking a little gnarly. But I figured there's 2 melons. Oops, so sorry, that was a little wobbly. 2 melons in each grow bag. I figure I can kind of train them. Huge area to grow up. If they don't do much, I might just plant more cucumbers there. To watch where I'm walking so I don't trip on some stuff back here. These peas are looking really good. They put on some height. It's funny. I hate saying it, but the rabbits have not bothered this at all. They haven't even gone in this way. So I'm wondering if they just see netting and they're like, nope, I can't do it. Like I said, I say that now and then I'll come out tomorrow and they'll all be chopped down. I do worry about the heat, but it's not going to last too long, the 90s. I really want to get some peas. My dogs love peas. Peas and beans. And here I have some climbing beans. They're not climbing as much as what the other ones that I thought were bush beans. We'll see, these are the red asparagus beans, or purple. Not sure, maybe red. More peas. I have to keep doing this. They kind of have a mind of their own. But yeah, that's what I have growing in my little veggie garden. I have to grow up for a lot of things vertically just because I do have such a limited space for vegetables, and I love growing vegetables. It's enough for me. I would love to do more, but for now, I'm happy with what I have. So hopefully you enjoyed this tour, and I will probably do another one in a couple weeks to see how things are progressing. Bye for now.